I'm finna be reacting, giving my perspective on DJ Akademiks responding to Ti. I wanted to speak to him about his comment about Regine. Regine is basically Lil Wayne's daughter, and Akademiks gave his perspective. Now, do I agree with him? I agree with him, but not on no disrespectful type level. I think Akademiks just go too far sometimes. Like he can come off as kind of like childish, like I don't care, can't nobody stop my mouth. I can say whatever I want to say, type of dude, which is his right. You know what I mean? He has his opinion. Go hard in the paint, but I believe it's just a way just to say exactly your point without dissing somebody. Like I get the whole point about she was with Lucci and now she with this YouTuber who is, it looked like their relationship is fake. But, you know what I'm saying? He been in the YouTube game for a million years. So he know 98% of all YouTube couples, especially black YouTube couples, are fake. You know what I mean? The only ones that's real is when you see real bodies is what I can say. Like all the glitz and glamour and all that, you already know it's fake. But if you see somebody like if the dude got a dad body and the girl got a standard, regular shaped body without the BBL and all that, you know it's real love. You know what I mean? And it's real content. Now the only other person I could say is out of that box is somebody like Suki Hana. Like even though she's popular and she famous, to me, she still keep it 100 and she let everybody know, her content is about getting the bag. She ain't, doing fake pranks pretending like it's real. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to y'all or not. But we're going to play the video, for a couple seconds so we can see what's happening. And another thing, I don't agree with it with Akademiks calling her, the B word and all that, referring to her like that. I believe he should have just stated facts and his points, kept it professional, and just kept moving. You know what I mean? I think that's what kind of like get DJ Akademiks into some type of trouble because he's in the lane where literally he is like the number one urban go-to dude when you want to know what's happening. Like no lie. I don't go to him for drama, but like if somebody was finna drop an album, a record, what the record sales was, he was the first person I ever heard, using those type of terms. Usually, like if you went to like No Jumper, they was always talking about, smoking grass and it was always something ignorant. It looked like it was like you was watching a flea market or something. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? I believe DJ Academic should keep going the way that he's going, but just keep it professional. Ain't no reason to go overboard to where you almost start you come out clean, like your topic is clean, your angle clean. But when you start talking too much, putting too much emphasis on stuff, calling people, bees and F that and when you putting too much sass on it, you start coming off as a hater. And then if you do that too often, what's gonna end up happening is he gonna end up putting his foot in his mouth and he gonna end up blackballed. Cause if y'all don't know, it's just like with not the Beyonce, but the Jay-Z and Megan Thee Stallion. Now he don't say it much, but DJ Academics was feeling some pressure behind them boys. That whole team trying to do a smear campaign on him just because of Megan Thee Stallion. So if Jay Z was pulling strings to get Charlemagne the God, make him lose his job, bruh, it's best that you just keep it real and keep it moving. Like all that taking it personal because she said this, she said that. you go see that as quick as you made it up, it only take one click of the enter button, and it won't be no more DJ Academics. He go been done did everything for no reason, and that would be the sad part because people like him, they literally become they like literally he's an icon. You know what I'm saying? But he need to just stay in his icon status and just stop acting as if he 12. You know what I'm saying? When he clearly a grown man. Some stuff is just don't need to be said. You know what I mean? It's just like it, if you grown, there's no reason to keep using the word thought or hard on thoughts and what, bruh. People ain't talking like that these days. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think the young boys even talking like that these days. It, I don't know, bruh. Your lane. If I was DJ Academics, I would just stay in the information lane and keep building the brand, build your own platform, build your own website. Not like DJ Academics, but build a social website where people come and watch you get online and all of that, where you don't have to go to YouTube. That way, if you want to keep going the way that you're going, where you can say whatever you want it to say and nobody can de platform you, it's probably best that you move in that direction. Cause if you stand out here playing with the execs and all that, it only take one friend of a friend and you blackball. Same way they was trying to do NBA YoungBoy and everybody else. One person don't like you, and all of a sudden you missing out on all kinds of money. But I'm finna play the video.
Somebody says, why do y'all think there's scaredness? No. I would definitely have a conversation with T.I. I think my points would be the same. I know this is somebody who you love, but this is also a public figure. And it's like, bro, like we can't just like isolate people and be like, no one could ever talk about them. The only thing, and if there was that much offense took because I misspoke, and even though I corrected myself using the B word while referring.
And see, that's where I agree with him at. See, like how he talking right now, immaculate, because he making great points. Meaning, if you don't want nobody to talk about Regine and you got a problem with people who say anything about Regine, get Regine offline. Tell her don't post nothing online, cause it's a free world. You can say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You can't act like, oh, she offline. Nobody can't critique her or say I don't like her shoes or I personally just don't like her. And I stand on it. If you don't want nobody to say nothing about her, don't put her online. Or don't let her be online.
To a subject that she was closely associated to, I understand that one 100%. And yeah, I could. That's a conversation I'm definitely willing to have. But I'm gonna also be honest. Like, as a man to man, I would tell Ti, I'm like, hey Ti, you do know, I'm not talking about like someone who's just a private individual. I'm talking about someone who has a very public relationship, who the shade room posts about every 2 days, and nobody ever bats an eye and say don't post about their private affairs. So my comments on those private affairs, or even if I don't approve of it, or if whatever I say about it, I should be allowed to have my opinion. If not, if I can't have an opinion, why do I exist? I'm gonna just.
Hey, I'm gonna stop it right there. He said it perfectly. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Uh, I fully agree with him on that tip. The only thing that I don't agree with is where the talking or reporting on certain aspects, where it started getting to the disrespect. If he was to report like this all the time instead of like most of the foolishness and all of that, man, academics would be out of this world, man. Not saying he ain't already out of this world now. I give him his props. He came from nothing. He built up a massive empire. But I think it's time for academics to stop playing defense and start living in his success. Because I think every 5 seconds he is looking for a opening to tell a rapper, I make more money than you. When at this day and age, that only is go be important to academics and that rapper. The audience, we don't care. We just want news. That's all we want. We want the latest news. Real stuff. When the next time Yo Gotti go drop a mixtape? When Gucci go drop a mixtape? When Rihanna go drop a song? When's the next R&B song coming? When Chris Brown go drop a song? That's what the audience is looking for. We don't care how much money you make, act. We don't care how much the artists make. None of that is not appeasing. Like literally, an artist can come out with a fake chain. We wouldn't know it's fake. There's no way to tell that the chain is fake. It could be $1 million. They could title the video, Lil Boosie come out with $500,000 on his neck. How we know that's a real $1 million? That's not gonna make me click it. But if Boosie out there acting a fool with the police or saying something funny, that's gonna make me click it. Not, oh, Boosie just got 20,000 for a show. I'm not gonna care about that. But just let me know what y'all think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe.